Hello everybody, welcome you all at Learning is Fun with Progaparamita. Today I am going to discuss some words and their synonym which are very important for all type of competitive exam. In this video lesson, I am also giving you the explanation and the synonym and the antonym of that words as well. So stay with me till the end to know all these things. The first question for you. Many cities were incinerated during war, and the options are destroyed, bombed, shaken, and burned. And the correct answer is burned. Why it is burned? Now I am going to tell you. You have to understand the meaning of the word incinerated clearly. This is a Latin word which is the combination of in, that means into or towards, or sinis or sinner. This is a Latin word that means ashes. And from these Latin word, we find the word incinere or incinerate, and from there during 15th century we found the word incinerate, that means burning to ashes. So here the other options, that is destroyed, bombed and shaken, are not applicable for the word incinerated. So the correct answer is burned. Next question for you. Even the loss of her jewels did not disturb the lady's equanimity. And the options are composure, temper, affability, humor. And the correct answer is composure. Now I am going to tell you the meaning of the other word. As you know that temper and humor is not related to composure, but this word affability, it means the quality of being friendly. So if you are describing some person or his personality, you can say that he is friendly or that person is affability, or affability is a quality of being friendly. But composure is when you are describing this word, you have to say that it is the state or the feeling of being calm. So this is not the quality, or it is the state of mind or being calm or feeling of calm. So this word equanimity came from a Latin word acuminatus. So this acuminatus is the combination of aqueous and aminous. Aqueous means equal and aminous means mind. So this word is related to mind, the state of mind. So the correct option is composure, which also relate or which is also related to the state of mind as well. And the opposite to equanimity is anxiety or rapidity. Next question for you. The Japanese have introduced a nippy little car for joyriders. And the options are funny, quick, cheap, and expensive. Here is the correct answer for nippy is quick. Now, nippy is a British adjective. It is an informal adjective which is used in an informal situation, and it means that the ability or something which is able to change speed and direction easily. So when we are talking about car can be can able to change speed and direction. So it is quick. We can use that word nippy. Instead of nippy, we can replace the word with quick. But there is an important thing. Nippy is this word can be also related to weather. When it is related to weather, it means chilly, cold, icy, etc. So it's a bit nippy morning. You have to remember this word very carefully because this word can be applicable in two ways or in two purposes. When it is an informal adjective, it means the ability to change speed or direction, which is related to quick, or which you can replace the word when it is associated with car, a bus, train, etc. You can replace the word by quick. But if this word is used with weather, you have to replace the word with chilly, cold, icy, etc. So remember this thing. Next question for you. We didn't believe in this his statement, but subsequent events proved that he was right. And the options are ensuing, earlier, many, consecutive, and conclusive. And the correct answer is ensuing. So now you have to know the meaning of subsequent and consecutive and conclusive because all of you know the meaning of earlier and many. So here, subsequent means it is an adjective following in time, coming after something else at any time. This is the meaning of subsequent. And the synonym for subsequent is following, later. These are the similar word to the word subsequent. Now we have to know the meaning of consecutive. Following in succession without any interruption. In case of subsequent, there may be an interruption or coming after something else at any time. But when we are talking about consecutive, there is no interruption. It is the something is following in succession. And conclusive, that means relating to or having a conclusion. This is the meaning difference. So if you know the meaning difference, that is subsequent is not related to consecutive and conclusive, and ensuing mean the same thing, that is following or latter. And the opposite of the word subsequent is previous, prior, or former. Next question for you. How beautiful, this is really something to ponder over. And the options are sing, dance, think, wonder. And the correct answer is think. The word ponder means to think deeply or to contemplating over something. So here, that is, you find the meaning here. Ponder means think about something carefully, and the synonym is to contemplate. Next question for you. He used to regale us with anecdotes, and the options are bore, flatter, tire, and entertain. And the correct answer is entertain. Now, the meaning of the word regale is to entertain. Here, you can find the synonym for the word regale for feast, entertain, delight, gratify, etc. And the antonym of the word regale is starve, sting, tantalize, etc. And as you know, all these words, that is bored, flatter, and tired, all these words are nothing related to regale. Regale is a positive word, and entertain as well is a positive word. Next question for you. We must eradicate COVID from the world, and the options are minimize, control, contain, and uproot. So, what do you think? What should be the correct answer? Here it is for you. The real meaning or the nearest meaning of the word eradicate is uproot. That means to destroy completely or eliminate. And here, minimize, control, and condemn are not related to the word eradicate, because eradicate means uproot or to destroy something completely. And the antonym for this word is implant, import, and instill. Next question for you. As a scholar, he is almost peerless. And the options are superb, magnificent, unequaled, famous. And the correct answer is unequaled. The word peerless means someone who is unequaled. You know the meaning of superb, that means good. Magnificent is not related to peerless. It is, although it is good. Famous is also used for good. Here, have a look about the meaning of this word. Magnificent means impressive. Someone who is impressive. Superb is good, fine. Famous, you know that thing. But peerless is an adjective meaning incomparable and matchless. That is someone who is matchless. You can't compare him with anybody else. So, when it is peerless, you have to use the nearest synonym of that word is unequaled. And the antonym for the word is commonplace and ordinary. Next question for you. The old lady is extremely loquacious. And the options are humorous, talkative, foul-mouthed, and voluble. And the correct answer is talkative, because the word loquacious meaning a person giving to excessive conversation, and the similar meaning or the similar word meaning to this word is talkative. Now, humorous, you know the word. Foul-mouthed is also the person who is using slang, etc. But voluble, you have to know the meaning of the word voluble. There is a difference between the word loquacious and voluble. Now I am going to tell you the difference. Here, when we are talking about voluble, that means a fluent speaker. Voluble is related to the manner of speaking, how you speak. That is, one person may be a voluble speaker, that is a fluent speaker, and the antonym for the word voluble is halting. Whereas loquacious means a person given to excessive conversation, and the antonym for the word loquacious is reserved. Someone who is reserved, who doesn't talk much. You can talk about that lady or about that person, or you can label that person as loquacious. So this is the difference between loquacious and voluble. Although these two words are related to speech, but voluble is the manner of speaking, whereas loquacious is mean or is meaning in different case. That is the person, the habit of that person, not the manner of speech, but it is related to the habit of that person. Next question for you. The speaker emphasized the salient point of the issue, and the options are relevant, prominent, appropriate, and accurate. And the correct answer is yes, prominent. So now you have to understand why it is prominent. Why not relevant or appropriate or accurate? You know the meaning of appropriate and accurate. Now I am going to tell you the difference between relevant and salient. Let's see. Relevant means directly related and salient means worthy of note. So, something may be or may not be directly related to something. When it is happen that you have to say that there is a salient worthy to note. But if we are talking about something is directly related to something or some issues, that means that thing is directly related to that issues or that point. Hope you like this video lesson. If you have any queries, please do comment in the comment section. I definitely reply them. So no more today. Thank you for listening and bye bye.